Hey guys, welcome to another session of RBTL, or Reading Between the Lines. This one's gonna be a shorter one. I don't usually cover RBTLs like this anymore in terms of like it's just a hero release, but I think there's definitely some things to talk about in terms of the kind of like the change in the pattern. So first things first, we have Politis coming out. I already did a video on her. Definitely one of the RGB heroes, very rare. Did I say an RGB hero? Non-limited, I say is a must pull. I still hold to that. I think she's a must pull. Too big of a game changer in terms of her mechanics and what she will bring to the meta, or rather you could say what she suppresses in the meta. So any hero now that, unless maybe you're a nice hero, if you want to run the 50% chance for Politis to miss, any hero that does a non-attack skill, that any hero that has any sort of CR boosting abilities, whether it's passive or active, it's she suppresses that completely. Then on top of that, she's a mage, and then on top of that, she can also debuff and strip. Quite a loaded hero, must pull, like I said. The only issue is that there most likely is a limited hero coming, just based on the time that she's allowed to, well, the time that her banner is going to be available. It's going to be a struggle for free-to-play players, but I'll get to that in a bit. So anyways, if you want to check out my full thoughts on Politis, I made a Politis thoughts video, full-fledged, on like her pros or cons and what she's going to be good at. So definitely watch that. I won't waste your time here. The artifact as well, same thing. Also part of that video. The side story, so the side story is gonna be, looks like it's gonna be about 2 weeks long, but the banner is only 1 week. Okay, but it's gonna be one of those like kind of like the easier ones, like you unlock the puzzle and it's gonna be like do a hunt or do a couple hunts, or get some gold. It's gonna be one of those, so that's kind of good, so we can focus our energy not on actually doing the side story, but rather doing what we need. Which I like this format sometimes thrown in there, so you don't always feel like, oh, another side story, you have to burn all your energy. So I love this format ever since it was made. So the banners this week is both Politis and Tywin. Now I wasn't expecting the Tywin, the double banner, so they're kind of treating this as if it's a return banner, which we all know it isn't. So I mean, there's two theories, right? I mean, we can guess, but that we already knew Politis was 1 week. We knew that when they previewed her the week before. But the fact that she's on a double banner, I don't think we had the knowledge of. At least I don't remember. That being said, like, is this gonna be a pattern that does set out? I highly doubt it. I really do think that they're doing this as a one-off because of how powerful she is. There's most likely going to be a limited next week. Otherwise, I don't really feel that they would do this. I mean, Tywin's been back, multiple times within the dual return banners, so it's not like they're running out of heroes to return. But it's just this one is like very, very suspect. So I think the theory is that Cerise is most likely coming with Guiding Light buffed, and Cerise being like a very, very good hero now in Guild War and arena defense, in RTA, solid pick as well. I think it's just like the right time for Smilegate to bring Cerise back. If she is the limited hero to come back, it's the perfect time, and Politis also is countered by her, so you can kind of see that yeah, it's countered by Cerise, and the Cerise isn't really affected by Politis. So it feels like it's just like the perfect time to release Cerise. So I mean, this is like a bit of speculation, but I'm pretty sure this speculation is gonna be, I mean, most people are already guessing. This is not me, big brain or whatever. Coin shop renewal, we got Robbie, very, very, very good hero. I mean, if you don't have her, but you somehow have the coins, then you're really, really unlucky. But most likely, if you have the coins enough to get her, you already have her. Her self imprint is very, very good though. Self defense imprint on her is very nice. I mean, I guess you could try to feed it to a Robbie right now, but it's still ER, so I don't know if that's going to be useful in the long run. Basar, always a solid one, but again, it's just like if you're missing the heroes and you actually have the coins for it, which again, you have to be luck sack or unlucky in your own way to not have them, but then have the coins to purchase them. Basar is still very, very good. Spectre Tenebria on the Moonlight. I do know that some people were waiting for either RB or Spec Tenny to come out. If you have the coins for it and you don't have Spec Tenny, I would probably go for it. Very, very oppressive hero, and she remains kind of unique in terms of like RTA drafting. She has a role that no one else can really fulfill. Therefore, you know, she's highly pre-banned if you know, people want to bruise her up and play knights, for example. Definitely a good one to have if you're struggling against knight comps and you need some, you know, double pick to force them to, you know, swap their drafting. Definitely worth it. I pitied mine on the Mystics for her because she is that good. This last thing I want to touch upon, this is the last thing on the list for this episode of RBTL, is the ad watch thing. So, I mean, we all can kind of laugh at it. In terms of like a gacha game to implement this, I think we're kind of used to this. There have been, you know, bigger company gacha games, you know, having their gacha games without shame, you know, having ads released on like from the get-go, right? Smilegate waited quite a while to do this. I was kind of curious why they didn't do it. I would have assumed that they didn't want to like alienate kind of like newer players to it, or they just needed to get some kind of deal. I don't know how that works, like on the back end. I don't know how that works, like if they have to get some kind of deal for it. But regardless, it is here. So yes, well, you do have to watch ads, and also make sure it's not noted here, I think, but it's noted on their own link down here. There's more details. You do have to watch the ad fully to get the energy. Okay, so you get 5 times a day. If you click on it, it already costs you, but you don't get the energy until you finish it. So make sure you actually finish the ad. And I don't know what it will look like right now, but you know, from other apps and other experience that I've had, is like there's going to be an X button or whatever. There's going to be an obvious thing that you can tap to actually close the ad to say that this ad is finished, so therefore you will receive your reward. So let me repeat that. 5 times once you click watch ad, you lose that watch count, but you have to finish the ad to get the energy. All right, so anyways, it's stated in their own details, but I would just definitely check it out yourself. But other than that, that's all the information I give you. I think the ad thing, I mean, doesn't make them like more greedy or whatever. Everybody knows that advertisement monetization is great, and we get 20 energy out of it. So 100 energy, everybody's gonna do it. Even if you laugh at it, you're still gonna do it. I obviously personally think that the game was, you know, very nice without it, but they're gonna kind of nest it away where we have that top banner anyway. So when we do the web events and stuff like that, they're gonna nest it there, so it's not gonna be like overly crowded. What my fear was, like, if they introduced the ads, which they are this time, if they had done it earlier, it could have looked like really messy. You know what I'm talking about? For those who have like experience around like with other gacha games, I mean, I've never played a lot of gacha games, but just looking at the UI and stuff, like if there's a banner specifically for ads, which I know some games do, it's just so messy. It reminds me of going to like some kind of, I don't know, some night market. Like if you're in Asia and you go to a night market, it's like things are just like really cluttered. They want to give you like as much information as possible, but it's like just not designed well. That's what it makes me feel like. With this nested to the top corner, I guess the only downside would be like you just got to make sure you remember to do it. We will make it a force of habit, but I know myself, and I'm pretty sure other players will experience this as well, is that sometimes you miss the web events, whether it's on the last day, like when it's transitioning to the next web event, you like miss that 100 energy or whatever. You're just like, oh frick, because it's just like your habit, like your timing of when you actually click the banners is not there. But I mean, yeah, just remember to do it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. It's a relatively shorter RBTL. But anyways, check out my Politis video if you want my thoughts on it and whether or not you should pull. Main struggle, again, like I said, free to play players or people who have limited in bookmarks and you can't you know, you literally can't either, you know, pay for more Skystone to refresh Secret Shop or pay for the packs to get the bookmarks. It's gonna be a tough call, especially if you don't have Cerise. I would say the artifact, if you already have Cerise, the artifact is what you need to pull for. Having an extra effect imprints, I think is cool, but it's going to be in the powder shop, so keep that in mind. Otherwise, I'm gonna end this here. If you guys have Discord, check out the Discord server. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to YouTube if you haven't. As always, thank you guys for listening and watching this video. I will see you guys next time.